Hey everyone, this is Goku's son DBZ, and I'm gonna be doing a new Rate the Special video. I've done in the past Soul Calibur 6, as well as Mortal Kombat X, and this time I'm gonna be rating the supers and Injustice Gods Among Us. Also in the near future, expect one of these episodes also revolving around Injustice 2. So with that said, let's get started. I'm going to be doing superheroes first, then the villains. I like it overall. I like the finisher and stuff. But, in all honesty, I'm gonna have to give Batman's on a scale of 1 to 10 instead of great. I give Batman's a 7 out of 10. It's not bad, but it's not as great as it could be, in all honesty. Especially after Injustice 2 also. Okay, now for Nightwing. Honestly, I have to give Nightwing's probably an 8 out of 10. I think it's better than Batman's overall. I just like the way he ends up also adding overall, I just prefer the way he institutes the motorcycle. Okay, next up.
The Flash. Cyborg.
Now, overall, unfortunately, and it's been a while since I've done a lot of these supers, so... First up, the Flash. I will say it's not bad, but I don't think it's great. Overall, I have to give Flash's special probably an 8 out of 10. It's solid. It's definitely an over the top though when it comes to being just a punch. Now, I have to give Cyborgs probably actually maybe an 8.5 out of 10. It's actually not bad, and I like the touch with the energy blast. That was actually pretty well done. I think the angle work was also really well with that.
Green Arrow. Zatanna.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Superman to use the super against someone else with super power. Now, if I remember correctly, I actually like Green Arrows.
Heads up.
And the fact that you can actually turn that into a combo afterwards. That's pretty sweet. Overall, I have to give Arrows probably, honestly, between a 7.5 to an 8. And that's about the best I can do. It's good, don't get me wrong. The ability to add into a combo afterwards, that's very useful. Satanas. I like to work with the zodiac symbols and everything, and exploring her powers. I give hers around possibly an 8 out of 10. Yeah, I'll give hers an 8 out of 10, give Green Arrow's a 7.5.
Wonder Woman. Raven.
Now, I will say, of characters in this game, I am not a fan of Raven's design in this game. Really am not. And this is coming from a big Raven fan. Now, I do like how they incorporate... I do like how they use the Amazons in that combo. I give hers a 7 out of 10. An even 7. I'm sorry, Wonder Woman, but you just don't tend to get the best supers overall. Now, on the other hand, even though I may not like Raven's design, this special, though, especially involving her father, this is just a really good one. Easily one of my favorites, personally. Yes, maybe I'm a little biased being a big Raven fan, but I like how they use her father in the combo. Overall, I give Ravens a 9 out of 10. Definitely a solid 9 out of 10 for me, in my opinion.
Aquaman. Hawkgirl.
Now, Aquaman's I actually do like, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, I forgot. You have to be close with this one. Now, I think the camera work is good and solid, and I love the shark, the gray-white. That is nice, and the camera work was pretty well done and solid on that. I give Aquaman's an 8.5 out of 10. Oh wait, that's right. Okay, now for Hawkgirl. Not bad, but not that great. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to give Hawkgirls maybe a 6 out of 10. Just not that good overall, the way it's implemented. Somewhere between 5.5 to a 6 out of 10. Next up,
Shazam. Superman.
it's only right to do Metropolis, given what you're doing Superman. Now, if I remember correctly, I don't think I care too much for Shazam's. Not bad, but not great overall. I give Shazam's maybe a 6 to a 6.5 out of 10. I'm sorry, Shazam. Now for Superman's. Now his is a nice touch, and it's definitely a reference to obviously Man of Steel. I give Superman's an 8.5 out of 10.
Martian Manhunter. Green Lantern.
Now, overall, if I remember correctly, Martian Manhunters is one of my personal favorites in this game. And it's cool how he transforms. Again, he teleports you to Mars. That's definitely a nice touch. I like the theatrics of his super. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give Martian Manhunter's super, I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I like how well executed it was. Seriously, you could be way more creative, Green Lantern. I'm sorry, I give Green Lantern a 6 out of 10. It's just not very good when he could be a lot more creative, but he has no imagination. Now for one of my personal favorites.
Batgirl.
And against Batgirl, I think it's only right. Let's do a classic.
Catwoman.
Yeah, Batgirl's is actually done very well.
Hold this for me.
Yes, that was tricky to use hers. Yeah, overall, I have to give Batgirl's special a 7.5 out of 10. It's not bad at all. It could still be better, but for me it's somewhere between a 7.5 to an 8. Now the blood is a 9, but overall, I give Catwoman's a 6 out of 10. Just not that good overall.
Harley Quinn. Solomon Grundy.
Now, I'm sorry, Harley, but you get a 5 out of 10. Her super is way better in Injustice 2. Yeah, I would give it probably a 7 out of 10. I don't like, though, you have to go a little extra in just to use his super compared to most of the other characters. I give it a 6.5.
The Joker. Deathstroke.
Sadly, the Jokers could be better, but I actually think I may like his in this one. Definitely still more than some of yours. It's really just an add-on, though, to his version from Mortal Kombat vs. DC Universe. Overall, I give Jokers a 6. That's honestly a lot more solid. I give Deathstrokes a 7.5. Yeah, so far the best one, the game that I've done so far is Raven at 9.5.
Bane. Black Adam.
Now, if it wasn't for that awesome, iconic backbreaker, obviously from the comic book, even with it, I give Bane's a 5 out of 10. If it wasn't for the backbreaker, it'd probably be like a 3 out of 10. In my opinion, he has probably about easily top 3 weakest supers in the game. I like the stomp at the end and everything. Well executed. I give Black Adam a 7 out of 10.
Killer Frost. Scorpion.
Yeah, it's only right to have like an ice character face Scorpion. Overall, I actually do like Killer Frost. It's pretty well executed. I have to give Killer Frost probably... I'll give her a 7 out of 10. I like how it teleports in Netherworld. That's a nice touch. I give Scorpions an 8.5, an 8.5 out of 10. Solid, and it's a nice reference to the MK games, which he comes from. So yeah, he gets an 8.5 out of 10.
Sinestro. Zod.
Yeah, I have to use the Man of Steel version. I prefer that design of Zod a little bit more. Now, I will say I like, personally, Sinestro more than a lot of people in this game. I like it. I think it's solid. I'm gonna give Sinestro's an 8.5 out of 10. Now for Zods. I like the touch with the moon and everything. I'm gonna have to give Zods a 9 out of 10.
Lobo. Doomsday.
One thing I like about Lobos is he flips you off, but yet they blur it. But in my opinion, yeah, I'm gonna have to give Lobos probably an 8.5 out of 10. It's pretty solid overall. But let's do one of my personal favorites. That's pretty awesome how it goes twice through the earth. I give Doomsday's... Yeah, I'm gonna give Doomsday's a 9.5 out of 10, a 9.5. Tied with Raven. Tied with Raven being my second favorite in the game.
Ares. Lex Luthor.
And design-wise, I actually really like. I really am a pretty big fan of Ares' design in this game. I love the touch with the arrows. That is really nice. I give Ares Super a 9 out of 10. It is solid, really well executed, and it's in my top 5 favorite supers in the game. But, well, now you know, my number 1 favorite super in the game is Lex Luthor. That is just superb and awesome. Yeah, I give Lex Luthor Super a 10 out of 10. Perfect score. Easily my favorite in the game, and there's no debating that. I just thoroughly enjoy it. But with that said, leave a comment in the section below, in the comment section, and tell me who is your favorite character in Injustice Gods Among Us, as well as who has, or rather, which character has your personal favorite super in the game. I'm curious to hear what other people's favorites are. Mine is obviously Lex Luthor's comes in number one for me. I like the well done, plus it's kind of cool. It gives me like a little feel as sort of when he uses the energy blast, reminds me of the Spirit Bomb. But with that said, I'll see y'all next time. Same YouTube time, same YouTube channel.